Have you ever watched a potter meticulously mold clay only to see it collapse time and time again? Imagine their frustration, the urge to give up, yet they persevere, learning from each crack, each imperfection. Life, my friends, is much like that. We learn our greatest lessons not from our triumphs but from our falls, from the moments we stumble and rise again. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that touches each of our lives, navigating the choppy waters of toxic relationships. We all have those relationships that leave us feeling drained, questioning our worth, and wondering how we got here. But just like the potter, we have the power to reshape our experiences, to learn from the cracks and emerge stronger. This journey won't be easy. It requires courage, self-awareness, and a commitment to growth. But I promise you, the rewards, inner peace, stronger relationships, and a life filled with joy are worth the effort. So, are you ready to embark on this transformative journey with me? Let me share a story with you. A story about a farmer who planted a bamboo seed. He had high hopes and dreams for this seed, believing it would grow into something magnificent. He watered it, nurtured it, and eagerly awaited the day it would sprout. Every day, he would go out to the field, tending to the soil, ensuring it had the right amount of water and nutrients. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. The seasons changed, the sun rose and set countless times, but still, there was no sign of the bamboo. Yet there was no sign of life, no indication that the seed had taken root. The soil remained barren, and the farmer's hope began to waver. The farmer's neighbors mocked him. "Why waste your time? That seed is dead. Plant something else." They laughed and shook their heads in disbelief, thinking the farmer was foolish. But the farmer, with unwavering faith, continued to care for the seemingly lifeless seed. He believed in the potential of the bamboo, even when no one else did. He understood that growth isn't always visible, that sometimes the most profound transformations happen beneath the surface. The roots were growing deep and strong, preparing for the day they would support a towering bamboo. And then one day, a tiny shoot emerged from the ground. It was small and fragile, but it was a sign of life, a sign that the farmer's patience and dedication were paying off. Within a year, the bamboo had soared to an incredible height, towering over everything else. It grew rapidly, reaching for the sky, and the farmer's heart swelled with pride. What seemed like failure, years of unseen growth, was actually a period of intense development, of the bamboo establishing deep, strong roots. These roots were the foundation of its strength and resilience. This, my friends, is the power of learning from what appears to be failure. It's about recognizing that true growth often happens in the most unexpected ways. It's about understanding that setbacks are not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter, a chance to build a stronger foundation. Just like the bamboo, we too can rise from our challenges. Just like the bamboo, we too can emerge taller, stronger, and more resilient from the challenges we face. Embrace the journey, trust the process, and believe in your own potential. Imagine walking through a beautiful garden, surrounded by vibrant flowers, each petal a testament to nature's beauty and resilience, and lush greenery. Suddenly, you spot a patch of weeds, their thorny vines threatening to choke the life out of the surrounding plants. These weeds, though small at first, can quickly overrun the garden if left unchecked. Toxic people are much like those weeds, their negativity and harmful behavior threatening to poison the garden of our lives. Just as a gardener must be vigilant, we too must be aware of the signs of toxicity around us. But how do we identify these weeds? How do we recognize toxic behavior before it takes root? It's not always easy, but there are clear indicators if we know where to look. There are telltale signs, red flags that warn us of potential danger. These signs are like the early warnings in a garden, alerting us to the presence of something harmful. One of the most common signs is constant negativity. This negativity can manifest in various ways, from a perpetual pessimistic outlook to a relentless focus on the negative aspects of any situation. Toxic individuals thrive on drama, complaints, and criticism. They seem to find joy in stirring up trouble and creating conflict, often leaving a trail of discord in their wake. They drain your energy, leaving you feeling exhausted and depleted. It's as if their presence alone is enough to sap your strength and enthusiasm. Another red flag is manipulation. These individuals are skilled at bending situations to their will, often using subtle tactics to control and influence those around them. They are masters at twisting situations to their advantage, making you doubt yourself and your perceptions. This can lead to a constant state of confusion and self-doubt. Pay attention to how they make you feel. Your emotions are a powerful indicator of the health of your relationships. Do you feel anxious, stressed, or emotionally drained after spending time with them? These feelings are not to be ignored as they can signal deeper issues. Do they constantly put you down, undermine your achievements, or make you feel small? This behavior is a clear sign of toxicity and should not be tolerated. Recognizing these red flags is crucial. It's the first step in protecting yourself from the harmful effects of toxic relationships. It's about protecting your emotional well-being, about safeguarding your peace of mind. Taking action to distance yourself from toxic individuals is an act of self-care. Remember, you deserve to be surrounded by people who uplift you, who inspire you to grow, not those who dim your light. Choose your company wisely and nurture the relationships that bring joy and positivity into your life. Imagine a beautiful house without any fences. It might look inviting and open, but it also leaves the property vulnerable. Anyone could walk in, disrupt the peace, and take what they wanted. There would be no sense of security or privacy. Boundaries, my friends, are like those fences. They define what is ours and protect it from unwanted intrusions. They protect our emotional and mental space, creating a safe and healthy environment for us to thrive. Just like a fence around a home, boundaries help us feel secure. Setting boundaries with toxic people is crucial, but it can be challenging. It requires introspection and courage. It requires us to be assertive, to clearly communicate our needs and expectations. This can be difficult, especially if we're not used to standing up for ourselves. Start by identifying the behaviors that are unacceptable to you. What are your non-negotiables? Reflect on past experiences to understand what you can no longer tolerate. What are the lines you're not willing to let them cross? These lines are essential for your peace of mind and self-respect. Once you've identified your boundaries, communicate them clearly and calmly. It's important to be firm yet respectful. Don't be afraid to say no to requests or situations that drain your energy or compromise your well-being. Saying no is a powerful way to protect your boundaries. Remember, setting boundaries is not about controlling others, but about taking control of your own life, your own emotional well-being. It's about self-care and self-respect. It's about creating a space where you feel safe, respected, and empowered. A space where you can be your true self without fear. And sometimes, setting boundaries might mean distancing yourself from those who consistently disrespect them. This can be a difficult but necessary step. It's about choosing your own well-being, even if it means letting go of relationships that no longer serve you. In the end, it's about prioritizing your peace and happiness. Imagine a phone with a dying battery. It can barely function, its performance compromised. Now imagine putting it on a charger, replenishing its energy. Self-care, my friends, is like that charger. It's about nurturing our own well-being, especially when dealing with the draining effects of toxic relationships. When we're constantly exposed to negativity, it's easy to neglect our own needs. We pour so much energy into dealing with others that we forget to refill our own cup. This is why self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity. Start by making time for activities that bring you joy and peace. Whether it's reading, spending time in nature, or pursuing a hobby, find ways to reconnect with yourself. Prioritize your physical health. Nourish your body with nutritious food, get enough sleep, and move your body regularly. Remember, self-care is not selfish, it's essential. When we take care of ourselves, we're better equipped to handle challenges, to navigate difficult relationships, and to show up as our best selves. Imagine climbing a mountain alone. It's a daunting task, the weight of each step heavy on your shoulders. Now, imagine having a group of supportive friends by your side, cheering you on, offering a helping hand when needed. That's the power of a strong support system. When dealing with toxic relationships, it's crucial to surround yourself with people who uplift you, who offer a listening ear and a shoulder to cry on. Talk to trusted friends or family members, share your experiences, and seek their guidance. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. There are people who care about you, who want to see you thrive. And if you feel overwhelmed, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapists and counselors can provide valuable tools and strategies for coping with toxic relationships and prioritizing your well-being. Building a strong support system is like creating a safety net. It's about knowing that you have people you can rely on, people who will be there for you through thick and thin. Imagine a lotus flower, its roots submerged in muddy water. Yet it rises above the muck, its petals blooming in exquisite beauty. We too, my friends, have the power to rise above negativity, to blossom even in the face of challenges. Embracing positivity is not about ignoring the difficulties, but about choosing to focus on the good, on the lessons learned, and on the opportunities for growth. Start by practicing gratitude. Each day, find things to be thankful for, no matter how small. Shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right, from what you lack to what you have. Surround yourself with positive influences, books, podcasts, or people who inspire you to become a better version of yourself. Remember, dealing with toxic people can be a catalyst for tremendous personal growth. It teaches us resilience, self-awareness, and the importance of setting healthy boundaries. Embrace the journey, learn from the challenges, and emerge stronger, wiser, and more radiant than ever before. As we conclude this journey of understanding and mastering toxic relationships, remember this: you are not alone. We all face these challenges at some point in our lives, but it's how we choose to respond, how we choose to grow, that truly matters. Embrace the lessons, cultivate self-love, and prioritize your own well-being. Remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and healthy relationships. And as you embark on this path of healing and growth, know that I am here cheering you on every step of the way.